It's a beautiful morning. I think I'll go outside for a while and just smile. Just taking some clean, fresh air.
Hello everyone, this is KrebsCOHO and I hope you're all having a wonderful day today. For the people who have been working, I hope you had a good day at work. For the people who are about to work, I hope you're going to have a good day at work. And for the younger viewers, I hope you had a good day at school. Now it is time for some play. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different today. I'm going to actually start this replay and we'll catch up eventually. I'm going to be doing something a bit different. Now, for the people that have been following me from the beginning, I used to do a lot of Company of Heroes online replays, and they focused on myself. And the reason I done that was because I used to have a strategy guide, and I really wanted to focus on the whole strategy, sort of tactical sort of thing. So, I wanted to do something a bit like that, reminisce in the past, I suppose you could say, and go back to a little bit of solo work, showing you guys how I play this game. Now, onto this replay. This is going to be a beta game, so this is not 2.601. Now you might be thinking, what does beta have to do with me? Well, beta will have to do with you very soon, as beta will be releasing probably shortly, within the coming month. Now, this is going to be a replay featuring me playing as the Wehrmacht against AcousticRy. So your guys' other favorite collaborator, the guy who I always collaborate with, Ryan. We decided to have a friendly match, him playing as Americans versus me playing as the Wehrmacht, just to see what beta would be like and just to get used to any of these new changes. Now then, I've actually got a list of the changes in front of me for the Wehrmacht, this map, and the Americans, so I'm going to be reading these off because I do not know the changes off by heart. I was just jumping in and seeing what happens. Now, this is longer, I'm sure you guys are totally aware, but this might look a bit different to you guys over here. This is a recent change in the actual map. Now you have better access of going to the right-hand side of the map. But there's also a few other things. For example, there's some other fuel points that have been changed around, and some, fencing and sort of stuff like that. So if you guys remember, there might have been a sort of stone fence over here, or a stone wall, should I say. Now it's a wooden fence, so that's only going to be providing you a yellow cover rather than a green solid cover. But anyway, onto the replay. I want to be telling you guys why I do certain things this time around, and just give you a general sense of how I play the Wehrmacht. So, right from the beginning, I got the Wehrmacht quarters down straight away. I have 2 pioneers in total. Got a Volksgrenadier squad out of there as soon as possible. Now the Volksgrenadiers, slight changes to them. Their reinforced percentage has been reduced from 0.5 to 0.4 times. Also, their capture speed increases from 1.0 to 1.25 upon reaching the skirmish phase. Skirmish phase is T2. So upon reaching T2, usually you would get the Panzerfaust ability to be unlocked. Now apparently you get a 1.25 capping speed as well. So that is a very useful sort of thing. Now you'll be able to compete with all the riflemen on the field, and in general that is a very good thing for the Wehrmacht to look forward to. So when we're talking about the build order, I got these Volksgrenadiers out first because they're very versatile. There's not much to be... well, I suppose they're good at combating the riflemen. Now, I also got an MG right after that to back up the Volksgrenadiers, and so I'm always keeping these guys together. Whenever my Volks are moving up forward, my MGs are setting up in the back. So here we have AcousticRy just trying to get some hot shots on the window. He's obviously not going on this side of the building to try and take me out, as there's more access to windows. He's trying to limit the amount of windows just to focus on single guys. But here I have this MG just setting up to provide a bit of hassling power, and so Ryan does have to get out of there. But Ryan, being a very smart player that he is, he has this flanking rifleman coming from around. I didn't exactly see where this rifleman squad came. Maybe it was from this side, or maybe this side over here. I'm not exactly sure, but I have a Volksgrenadier squad setting up against the hay bale over here, taking advantage of that cover. A flanking pioneer squad just coming in to provide some close combat SMG action, so I totally love that. But these Volksgrenadiers in hot pursuit of that the rifleman luckily getting away to fight another day. Now Ryan, I love what he's doing right here. It looks like there's actually a crater that already went off. Ryan is putting down mines here, so right from the get-go he's investing his munitions into mines. So I like his usage of doing that. Here we have just a bit of capping. I'm focusing my capping on my pioneers. That's obviously my pioneers are not the fighting force that I need. Then they can be diverted to be capping, whilst my Volksgrenadiers and my MGs can be focused on the main battle. And so here you guys see just a little close combat sort of thing going on. The riflemen very good at close range, but unfortunately too outgunned. I'd like to see if Ryan maybe go around a bit more, because I was thinking maybe he was thinking that he could I don't know, get out of the range of the MGs. But now, when we're going to be talking about beta changes with the MGs, quite interesting. The MGs, their cost has been reduced by 10 manpower, not too significant, but it might be something to note. From 260 manpower to 250. Their build time has also been reduced by 5 seconds, 40 seconds to 35 seconds. But most importantly, and now I really like this, and this sort of reminds me of Company of Heroes Online, the heroes, the pack-up time has been reduced from 2.5 seconds to 2.1 seconds, so you get a 0.4 second saving on the pack-up time. So that's quite interesting. You can basically put down your MG, or pack up your MG, should I say, a bit quicker, just so you can divert any flanking squads into your MG fire. Also, the weapon health has been increased from 300 to 390. Now that is not going to be the actual squad itself, it is just the weapon. So nothing really to worry. So back to the replay, Ryan just threw that grenade in there. I don't know, like I personally didn't think that grenades would be so powerful in a building, but apparently, you know, Ryan's been calling them nuclear pineapple. They do a lot of damage, and as you guys saw, taking it 2 guys out from full health. So quite a loss for me. I lost that MG that is going to obviously push me back in the beginning. But when we're talking about the actual battle right now, Ryan is pushing on the right hand side. I'm pushing on the left hand side, just trying to do some different stuff. I actually dodged this little mine over here. Luckily, should I say. But I got a flamethrower on my pioneers, just to make the pioneers a bit stronger, because their SMGs are in no shape or form the best guns out there. So the flames are very good, especially with all this early infantry. So I'm just throwing a bit of men forward. Ryan trying to disconnect me at my cutoff point. So fair enough, all due respects, that is a good idea to Ryan. I like what he was doing there. So I'm building more. I had a second MG out. I have a few Volksgrenadiers out at the moment, as you guys can see. But unfortunately I lost that one MG a bit too early. So what I'm trying to do is a sort of constant cycle of putting guys forward, going to my base, reinforcing them, and then bringing them back onto the field. And that's the same with Ryan. Ryan is a very experienced player. He knows what he's doing. In this game, he really wants to try to practice the Americans a bit, and also his micro. Because Ryan is just he's a bit iffy with his micro, but I don't know, he's doing a pretty good job. So here on the right hand side, I've got my Volksgrenadiers still taking cover in this building, but obviously realizing that he's going to throw a grenade. I will not do the same mistake the first time with that MG, so I quickly got my guys out of there. Ryan obviously recognizing that his squads are to half health. I just quickly get back in that building, and that was what we call micro, guys. When you obviously recognize that a grenade is going to be going in the building, quickly get out of there, get back in, and you'll be all right. Now, I take my Volksgrenadiers out just because I want to get these guys capping again, because I know Ryan has obviously retreated back to his base. There's going to be no men there, so I have to push forward. The last thing you want to do in 1v1 games is be too defensive, because you need to push forward. If you're going to be defensive, then you're going to lose, well, the game basically, because then your opponent's going to aggress on you and it's going to look bad. So I like how Ryan is trying to chase me down, my Pioneer squad. Unfortunately, Flames don't seem too good at taking out retreating squads. So at the moment, Ryan doing a good job at the left side control. I have pretty much solid right hand control. Let's take a look at the bases. So Ryan just got his supply yard down. And I actually want to talk a bit about the supply yard. So flicking over to my notes, guys. The supply yard. Ooh, here we go. Right. And actually I should probably talk about riflemen, should I say, instead. The riflemen actually do not get XP bonuses from bars and stickies anymore. So if you guys didn't know already, the riflemen in 2.601, they got an increase of experience, so they got veterancy quicker when upgrading the bars and stickies. So that's quite interesting. They don't get that anymore, so it's from 5% to 0%. Likewise, the Supplier 2 XP bonus has increased from 20% to 30%, just to make the Supplier second upgrade a bit more useful, so that maybe people will get it a bit more. Okay, so we have a bit of a flanking squad coming here. I obviously recognize it's got to retreat my MG. My Volks are absolutely fine. They have Vet 2 now, and Ryan is just constantly trying to harass me. Luckily, he landed on the mine, because I obviously recognize he tried to capping or capping this point of mine once. So I was thinking, okay, I know Ryan, he's going to try and keep on doing that. I'm going to put down some 2 mines to stop any of the squads doing that. And funnily enough, Ryan fell in for it and landed on those mines. So I like the placements of mines at the moment. And here we go, guys. When we're talking about my doctrines, I've chosen defensive. The reason I've chosen defensive is that I want to go for a T1 to T3 strategy. So I want to have all these Volksgrenadiers, I have all this infantry. I put down a bunker. Maybe I should have got this a little bit sooner, but then again, it's not too late. This is going to turn into a medic bunker, and basically with the defensive commander, you gain bonuses from using bunkers. And basically by bonuses I mean that you can up or reinforce infantry whenever they're beside the bunker, so kind of useful. Now I'm going to actually suggest that this bunker placement is not the best. I actually think that it would be better in the middle, because this is sort of this is maybe a bit of a spoiler, but this bunker actually does not pick up any guys throughout this game. They pick up 3 guys, but I didn't produce any grenadiers from it, and that is probably most likely due to their awkward placing. That is because they're too far away, so maybe having it in the center would be a bit better. Totally recommend that. But apart from that, the bunker over here is quite strategic. I could easily put in a flamethrower squad if being aggressed on closely, or likewise I could put in a MG squad to suppress any guys and yet still have that good cover. And so here we have just a bit of flanking squads. I cannot aggress on Ryan. I'm trying to push him a bit forward, but then again, it is a bit risky. I'm trying to come from 2 directions. Got my MP40s coming in. Ryan had focused firing on them first with suppressive fire volley, and then turning around, throwing it on my Volksgrenadiers, my normal Volksgrenadiers, and I realized I have to get out of there. Fortunately, my attack wasn't more successful, but these bars are very much so a pain in the butt once they have those bars out, because those suppressive volley fires, although they cost that ammunition, they are very good at suppressing your squad. So whenever you're going to be suppressed by those the bars, just get out of there, guys. There's no point in staying around and losing guys. Just make sure that you retreat and come back to the battlefield with as much as possible. So don't lose any guys. And so just pushing on Ryan a bit at the moment. He has gotten a motor pull right now. So this is most likely going to be, I don't know, it could be a few things right now. It could be an M8, it could be a anti-tank gun emplacement. Just because Ryan has gotten bars right now, that means he is not rushed for a fast sort of, and that's Imperial Dane in the corner. Oh, cool. But anyway, he is not rushed for an M8, so that could really be open for an anti-tank gun emplacement, anti-tank gun if he's thinking I might be going for T3 early tank sort of stuff. But likewise, it could be an M8. So just taking a bit of fire on this side, but trying to push on Ryan over here. I'm having a very difficult time pushing on Ryan at the moment on this side, because he's got all these riflemen here. I know I need something more than just 2 Volk squads, and that's why I've got my first Sturm Armory down, my only Sturm Armory should I say, and producing a Puma, because this is going to be great at taking out all these riflemen. Riflemen are going to cause me such a pain in the butt in this game. And you know, infantry, my infantry will do alright, especially at veterancy 2, considering that they have some good bonuses on them. But I think what would help me even more is if I